God says, "This Saturday your soulmate will appear. The secret location has been revealed. Don't miss it. There is something divine stirring in the atmosphere right now. A sacred moment, a holy appointment, a heavenly alignment is unfolding whether you see it or not. This message is not here by accident. You didn't scroll into it by chance. You are being called into something that has been whispered in the heavens, written long ago in a divine script, known fully by the one who created you and the one who has always watched over you. You are being brought face to face with destiny. This isn't about ordinary timing. This is divine timing, God's timing. Heaven's calendar has marked this Saturday as sacred, and Archangel Michael has been sent to deliver the message. This Saturday is not going to be like any other day. The atmosphere has shifted. The heavens are speaking. This is about your soulmate. This is about the person who was created with the same spiritual rhythm, whose soul was carved from the same light of the Father, who has wandered just as you have, and who is now being pulled by the same hand of God directly into your life. This is not a fantasy. This is not a random feeling. It is a divine setup. It is not about chasing, searching, or striving. It is about receiving. It is about recognizing that what belongs to you in the spirit will find you in the natural when God commands it to be so. Before you go any further, take a moment to declare your faith. If you feel this in your heart, if you sense the Spirit speaking to you now, comment, Amen. This Saturday, your path and your soulmate's path will collide not by chance, but by the will of God. The secret location has already been chosen. Heaven has already mapped it out. You may think you are simply going to the store, to a cafe, to an event, or maybe even staying home. But God has already gone ahead of you. His angels are already there, preparing the moment. The encounter will be wrapped in peace, marked by the sense that you've known each other forever, and carried by a supernatural calm you will not be able to explain. It will not be loud or chaotic. It will be holy. And you will know, this word is not for the many, it is for the few. It is for the ones who have waited long, who have cried in silence, who have questioned if love like this was real or just for others. It is for the one who held on, even when nothing made sense anymore. It is for the one who felt forgotten but was never abandoned. You were always seen. Heaven heard every cry. Heaven saw every silent tear. Heaven listened every time you prayed, not just for someone to love, but someone who would carry your spirit, someone who would love God like you do, someone who would see your heart before they saw your flaws. And God remembered. This Saturday is not just about romance. It is about destiny. It is about two assignments meeting, two anointings touching, two stories intertwining to become a testimony that glorifies God. The union of souls heaven approves always carries a greater purpose. This is not a coincidence. This is a calling. This is not about feelings alone. This is about alignment. Your soulmate is not just a person. They are a key, a mirror, a covering, a companion, a helper for the call on your life. When they appear, something inside you will feel home again. Not because they complete you, but because their soul recognizes yours. If your heart is already beating faster, it's because your spirit knows what your eyes haven't seen yet. The Spirit of God is confirming it deep within you right now. Stay with me until the end, because this is not just a message, it's a spiritual preparation. You are being invited to position yourself for what is about to unfold. If you believe this Saturday has already been marked by heaven, and that God is orchestrating a divine meeting that will change your life, please like this video as a declaration of agreement and faith. Many have waited for signs, but what you are receiving right now is more than a sign. It is a divine announcement. Archangel Michael, the warrior of heaven, the protector of the saints, has stepped into this moment to make sure nothing interferes with this sacred connection. His presence means one thing: heaven is defending this union. Hell has tried to block it, darkness has tried to delay it, but nothing can stop what God has decreed. You will not miss it. You will not overlook it. You will not be late. Even if it feels impossible, God is not limited by your timeline. Heaven is always on time. Some of you have felt heavy lately, as if something was holding you back, as if a cloud of confusion surrounded your thoughts. That was not just life. That was spiritual warfare against what is coming. That heaviness wasn't yours to carry. The enemy knows when breakthrough is near, but hear this clearly: he cannot stop the will of God. The warfare was a sign. The silence was a sign. The loneliness was a sign. The pressure you've been under is evidence that something mighty is about to be released. Comment 1111 if you believe the heavens have marked this Saturday for something greater than you expected. You have not missed your moment. You have not been forgotten. Even now, the Spirit of God is breathing hope back into your chest. The weariness is breaking. The delay is breaking. The fear is lifting. You are being clothed in divine expectation. You are being wrapped in angelic protection. You are being positioned in grace. When God says it is time, no one can say otherwise. Not even your own doubt can cancel what heaven has scheduled. Get your heart ready, because when your soulmate appears, there will be no striving. There will be peace. There will be clarity. You won't have to beg for attention or fear being misunderstood. This is going to feel different, because it is different. You'll notice the conversation will feel like breathing. The silence will feel comforting. The way they look at you will carry kindness, not judgment. There will be no guessing, no anxiety, only God's unmistakable peace. That's how you'll know. What if just 7 seconds could flip your entire financial life? A shocking CIA leak has revealed a powerful brain ritual that's helping ordinary people wipe out debt and attract wealth beyond imagination. Backed by 4 cutting-edge neuroscience labs, this at-home breakthrough is turning everyday lives into dreams: luxury cars, beautiful homes, endless vacations. But this secret may vanish soon. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. Your story is not ending in heartbreak. It's not going to remain in waiting. This is the beginning of something heaven is rejoicing over already. The angels are moving. The appointed hour is near. The blessing is on the way. Your faith is the doorway. Your worship is the preparation. Your patience has made room for something eternal. You will be amazed by what God is about to do. You are not too late. You are right on time. Hold this word close. Guard it. Believe it. Stay alert. Stay soft. Stay full of praise. Everything that has led you here, every season of stillness, every chapter of loneliness, every time you thought nothing was happening, God was working. Heaven was planning. Angels were arranging. What seemed like silence was really divine preparation. The delay was not a denial, it was protection. And now the time is shifting. The hour is close. The blessing is near. Your life is about to cross paths with the one God chose for you, the one whose soul has been kept for yours. There are no coincidences in God's kingdom. There are no random moments when heaven is involved. Your soulmate appearing this Saturday is not just about love, it is about restoration. God is restoring what you lost. He is restoring hope. He is restoring the dream you buried. For a long time, it felt like nothing you poured your heart into lasted. People left, seasons changed, and the ache remained. You tried to understand why things fell apart when all you did was love deeply, care sincerely, and pray faithfully. You questioned your worth in the silence. But even in that silence, God was holding your heart and shaping your promise. There's something powerful happening around you even now. A sense of release is coming over you, like something heavy is finally being lifted off your spirit. That's not your imagination. That is the Spirit of God confirming that the waiting season is shifting into a walking season. You are about to walk into what you've only dreamed of before. The promise is no longer far off, it is near. It is tangible. The journey is not over, but the chapter you've been stuck in is closing. The ache is fading. A new grace is being poured into your soul. If you believe God is preparing your heart for something pure and true, comment 222. There will be a moment this Saturday when everything feels still for a second. It will feel like time pauses. It might be during something simple, a conversation, a glance, a silence, and you will feel it deep in your chest. The peace of God will cover you like a warm blanket. It will feel like coming home, not just to a person but to a promise. You'll know in that moment that this wasn't a result of effort, manipulation, or strategy. It was God, pure, gentle, powerful, present. You are not entering this moment alone. Archangel Michael is not just a symbol. He is heaven's warrior, sent to protect God's people when destiny is close. His appearance in your life right now means a spiritual battle has already been fought on your behalf. Doors that were locked are now being opened. Chains that once held you in emotional confusion are breaking. Every plan of the enemy to distract you, delay you, or discourage you from this divine encounter is being shattered by the power of God. You are being guarded. You are being walked into your promise, surrounded by protection from heaven's armies. You don't need to understand how it will happen. You only need to stay sensitive to the Spirit. Trust the nudge. Follow the peace. Don't force anything. Let God guide you into it. The secret location may not look like anything unusual. It might be a quiet place, a casual setting, somewhere you weren't even expecting, but the moment will be holy. The presence of God will make it undeniable. This is how God moves, not in chaos, not in pressure, but in stillness, in peace, in His perfect plan. Some of you have given up on the idea that something beautiful could still happen for you. You've built walls around your heart because of pain you didn't deserve, words that wounded you, promises people broke. You decided to stay quiet, to stop hoping, to protect yourself by lowering your expectations. But today, God is lifting your head. He's calling your heart back to life. You were never meant to settle into sorrow. You were made for joy. You were created for love that reflects God's heart. The one coming into your life carries the same spirit, the same yearning to love deeply, to walk in faith, to worship with you, and to carry burdens with grace. The bond you're about to step into will not compete with your relationship with God. It will strengthen it. The person He's sending will not pull you away from purpose. They will walk beside you in it. You won't lose yourself. You will find deeper layers of who you are. They will not speak confusion into your life. They will speak clarity, peace, and truth. When they pray, you'll feel safe. When they listen, you'll feel understood. When they love you, it will not be performance, it will be spirit to spirit. This is not just for the romantics. This is for the broken. This is for the tired. This is for the ones who were told they were too much or not enough. God is rewriting that narrative. You are more than worthy. You are chosen. You are handpicked. You are the answer to someone else's prayer. You are the fulfillment of a promise someone else has been holding on to. And God is bringing you together not just for your sake, but for His glory. When people see what God does in your life, it will restore their faith. There are still a few days left until Saturday. Use them to prepare your heart, not your appearance. Prepare with prayer, with surrender, with openness. Let God clear the debris in your soul, the leftover doubts, the fear of loss, the guilt of past decisions. Let Him touch the places you've hidden from others. Let Him breathe life back into your trust. This is not just a moment, it is a divine merge of two paths. God has been preparing for a long time. Could this hidden CIA brain ritual be the real reason people are suddenly rich? A secret CIA discovery has just leaked, revealing a brain hack that's pulling wealth into people's lives effortlessly. It only takes 7 seconds, it's done at home, and it's backed by 4 neuroscience labs. Debt is vanishing, luxury is becoming normal. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. It is not anxiety, it's expectation. It's the nearness of a promise that is finally coming into view. That is what you're feeling now. Heaven is closer than it has ever been in your life. The promise that once felt so far away is no longer distant. You are on the edge of fulfillment. What God spoke over you, what you held on to in the dark, what you whispered through tears, He never forgot any of it. And now, this Saturday, the spiritual and the natural will collide. Your soulmate is not arriving by accident. The timing has been sealed by heaven. It had to be this exact moment. Not sooner, not later. God knows every heartbeat. He sees every detail, and He waits until everything aligns perfectly. You might not understand why the wait was so long, why the seasons stretched on, why others found love while you sat in silence. But God was not punishing you. He was preparing you. What you are about to step into is so precious that it required pruning. It required healing. It required you to come into a place where your heart could recognize not just a person, but a purpose in that person. There is a weight to this moment, not in heaviness, but in holiness. This isn't just about romance. It's about the kind of connection that restores, uplifts, and reflects the light of God. It's about two souls who were created to walk in harmony with heaven and each other. The world may chase relationships for comfort, but this is different. This is covenant. This is alignment. This is a story being written not by human hands, but by the fingers of God Himself. You're not going to have to question this love. You won't be left wondering how they feel. There will be clarity. There will be peace. There will be a calm so deep that your soul will rest in it. The presence of Archangel Michael is not only a signal but a promise that this connection is being divinely protected. His sword is drawn over every trap of the enemy, every distraction that tried to steal your focus, every voice that tried to convince you to give up. The attacks you faced in recent weeks were not random. They were spiritual resistance. The enemy saw movement in the spirit before you did, and he wanted to wear you out, cloud your vision, and harden your heart. But heaven said no. The Spirit of God surrounded you, lifted you, and preserved your hope even when you felt like letting go. Comment 555. If you are still holding on to faith for the promise God made you, God is not just sending you a soulmate to bring you comfort. He is sending you someone whose spirit will walk with yours through purpose, through storms, through worship, through every season. They will not be perfect, but they will be anointed to love you well. They will be tender with your wounds. They will speak to your future, not your fears. They will call you higher, not make you feel smaller. Their presence in your life will not be a disruption, it will be a healing. They will not replace God in your life, but they will reflect Him. This Saturday, you may not even realize you've stepped into the divine moment until it happens. It could look ordinary. That is how God works. He wraps the supernatural in the everyday. But something in your spirit will awaken. You'll feel it in the way they speak, the way they see you, the way your soul feels safe. There won't be pressure, There will be grace. There won't be confusion. There will be clarity. You will not need to force it. It will unfold in a way only God could orchestrate. Every time you felt alone, every time you looked up at the ceiling in silence, every time you wondered if it was ever going to happen, heaven was watching. God was catching every thought, every tear, every moment of quiet hope. You never went unnoticed. You were never forsaken. You were not forgotten while others were blessed. Your blessing was simply being prepared with greater care. God was setting aside something extraordinary for you, something so tailored to your soul that anything less would have been a burden. This is not a moment to fear, it is a moment to breathe. God is not setting you up for disappointment. He is not teasing you with hope. He is drawing you into a divine encounter that carries His fingerprints. You are not stepping into this blessing alone. You are walking into it with heaven beside you, with angelic protection around you, with the Holy Spirit leading your every step. You do not need to control it. Just stay present, stay prayerful, stay surrendered. What is meant for you cannot be stolen, delayed, or missed when God is the one bringing it forth. Many people look for signs in the sky, but the greatest confirmation will be the peace you feel inside. That stillness that settles in your soul is the voice of God saying, "This is the one." It won't feel rushed. It won't be filled with fear. It will feel like grace poured out gently, like morning light breaking through the darkness you've walked in for so long. What's coming is a love that reflects the heart of God. A love that doesn't break but builds. A love that doesn't shame but shields. A love that doesn't diminish but delivers. This kind of love is rare because it is heaven sent. It cannot be manufactured. It cannot be manipulated. And when it shows up, you'll understand why the wait had to be so long, because nothing less could carry the weight of your calling or the depth of your soul. You're going to feel alive again. Not because someone else makes you whole, but because God is completing what He started in you. He is using this encounter not just to bless you, but to show the world what it looks like when two lives fully surrendered to Him collide in His perfect timing. As you prepare your heart for what's coming this Saturday, let this truth settle into your spirit. Nothing that God ordains will ever miss you. No plan from the enemy, no delay, no heartbreak, no confusion can stop what God has set in motion. And right now, God is setting the stage for a divine encounter that carries eternal weight, not just for your heart, but for your destiny. Why is this 7-second brain ritual suddenly going viral? Leaked CIA files have exposed a hidden brainwave technique that opens the floodgates to wealth. Verified by 4 top labs, this ritual is turning financial pain into prosperity fast. From massive bills to luxury trips, it's changing lives. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. When Archangel Michael is assigned to something, it's not small. His presence means heaven has assigned high priority to this connection. That tells you how much this moment matters. This isn't just about 2 people meeting. This is about 2 souls chosen from the beginning of time finally arriving at the intersection God designed. This is about more than feelings. It's about divine assignment. When your soulmate appears, you'll know not just with your emotions, but in your spirit. It will feel like light piercing through clouds. It will feel like warmth in a room where you've always felt cold. The clarity will not come from words, but from presence. You will not need a sign in the sky. You will not need a prophetic voice to point them out. The confirmation will be peace, and not a shallow peace that can be shaken by uncertainty, but the deep, anchoring kind that settles into your bones. God's peace is always the loudest confirmation. That peace will tell you, "This is the one. This is who I've been waiting for. This is what heaven has kept for me." And in that moment, you will feel safe again, not just with them, but with God's plan. Comment 1212. If your heart is already beginning to believe that what God has spoken is coming true. Some of you have grown tired in the waiting. You've smiled on the outside while silently grieving on the inside. You've watched others be chosen while wondering when it would be your turn. You've wondered if maybe you asked for too much, hoped for too long, or believed in something too impossible. But here is what the Lord wants you to hear today. Your faith has not failed you. It has formed you. It has positioned you. It has built in you the strength to carry what is coming. God never lets faith go to waste. Every tear, every prayer, every lonely night was shaping your heart into a vessel capable of carrying love that reflects heaven. This Saturday is not a reward for your pain, but it is the beginning of restoration. God does not owe us anything, but because He is a good Father, He delights in giving us the desires of our heart when they align with His purpose. He delights in surprising us. He delights in showing us that our hope was not foolish, and that is what He's about to do for you. This is not something you have to perform for, earn, or manipulate. This is grace. This is favor. This is a gift from a Father who loves you too much to let you settle for anything less than what He spoke over your life. Let your heart breathe again. Let the heaviness lift. Let the fear of another disappointment fall away. This time will be different. Not because the world has changed, but because you have. You're not who you were when you first started praying for love. You've grown. You've healed. You've learned how to listen to God. You've learned how to stand alone with Him. And now, you are ready to walk with someone who sees your heart with heaven's eyes. There's going to be a moment this weekend where something in your spirit feels like home again. Don't rush past it. Don't second-guess it. Just breathe. Be present. Watch how God orchestrates the moment with such gentle care. Watch how everything falls into place without your effort. You will feel seen, not in a superficial way, but in the deep way that only God can design. Your soul will feel understood. There won't be pressure to explain yourself or shrink to fit. You'll be able to stand in the full light of who you are and be met with grace. You have waited long enough. Now it's time to receive. That might feel scary, especially if you've been let down before, but this is not the past repeating. This is not history coming back to haunt you. This is God redeeming what was lost. This is God proving that His word does not return void. You don't need to fight to hold this. You just need to remain open, tender, surrendered. The same God who held your hand through the valley will now walk you into the promise. You are not just being brought into a relationship, you are stepping into purpose. The one God is sending will not only love you, they will walk with you through purpose, through faith, through trials and worship. Together, you will reflect the glory of God in a way that speaks louder than words. Your union will carry light. Your love will become a testimony. You will not have to hide your faith to keep their heart. You will share faith. You will share truth. You will share vision. You're not being overlooked. You are being called out of the shadows into the place you were always meant to stand. You're not being passed by. You are being set apart. You're not late. You're right on time. Every part of your story, every broken piece, every lonely chapter, it all mattered. It all was woven into this moment. What is coming is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of a new one written by the hand of a loving Father. So, keep your heart open. Keep your eyes lifted. Keep your spirit sensitive. God is not done showing you how deeply loved you are. This is just the beginning. The angels are already preparing. The path is already forming. The timing is sealed. The promise is alive. The appointment is near. And the love that was always meant for you is on its way. covered in God's fingerprints and delivered in His perfect time. You might feel it in subtle ways, a peace that suddenly calms you, a stirring you can't explain, a softness in your heart where fear once lived. These are not random. These are spiritual signs that heaven is closer than it has ever been in your story. God is preparing the way, and your soul is finally ready to receive. Is it time to unlock the same CIA secret brain ritual changing lives in seconds? A new leak has revealed a powerful 7-second technique developed under CIA-funded research and backed by neuroscience. It's helping people magnetize wealth like never before, from debt to luxury faster than anyone believed. But this miracle won't stay public for long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. You are not being invited into just a relationship. You are being welcomed into a chapter where your soul finds what it was made for. Your soulmate is not a missing piece, but a divine companion, shaped in the mind of God to walk beside you in faith, in purpose, and in truth. You are not designed to walk alone forever. There is strength in solitude, but there is beauty in partnership, especially when it's breathed into being by God Himself. What you are stepping into is not a result of desperation. It is the fruit of faith. It is the fulfillment of promises made in prayer. You might look back and wonder how many times you've been disappointed, how many doors you thought were open only to find them shut, how many hearts you tried to love but ended up breaking your own. But none of those experiences were wasted. They taught you, they grew you, they humbled you, they pushed you closer to God. Every no was not a rejection, but a redirection. God never allowed what was not part of His divine plan to remain. What hurt you was never meant to stay, but what is coming will heal you in ways you didn't know you needed. If you've ever whispered in the dark, "God, please don't let me miss what's mine," then know this: He heard you, not just once but every time. He held every tear. He stood beside you in every lonely moment. And now, the very God who kept you through the waiting is about to walk you into the promise. You didn't miss it. You didn't ruin it. You didn't wait in vain. The time is here. The location has been set. The angels have already gone ahead. Comment 777. If you trust that what is yours by faith is already finding you. The heartache of the past can make it hard to believe in something pure. But the love coming your way is not like anything you've known. This will not confuse you. It will not make you shrink. It will not bring anxiety or questions that torment you in silence. Instead, it will bring calm to the chaos. It will bring light to places inside you that were dimmed by disappointment. This person will not compete with your calling. They will carry it with you. They will pray with you, speak life into you, cover you when you feel weak, and celebrate your victories as if they were their own. What God unites, no one can separate. That is why Archangel Michael is standing watch over your promise. Because this isn't just about your emotions, it's about your destiny. The enemy tried to steal your confidence, tried to plant lies in your mind that love was not for you, that you were too broken, too complicated, too much to be chosen. But God says otherwise. God says you are already chosen, you are already worthy, you are already seen, and the one coming into your life will see you with God's eyes, not the world's standards. The secret location where this meeting will take place may seem ordinary to you on the outside. It might look like a regular place, a usual path, a normal day, but the moment will carry the supernatural. It will be wrapped in divine presence. You may not even realize the fullness of what's happening until you feel it later in your spirit, but something in you will know this moment was not created by chance. It was carved in the presence of God. You don't need to perform to be loved. You don't need to hide parts of yourself to be accepted. You don't need to pretend to be stronger than you are. The one God is sending has been shaped to love you with grace, to see the beauty in your scars, to cherish the parts of your story that others overlooked. They will speak gently to the pain you've buried. They will honor the healing you've fought for, and together you will write a story that brings glory to the one who authored it. This Saturday will not just be about meeting someone, it will be a marker in your spiritual timeline, the beginning of a season that carries joy, growth, and partnership with purpose. It will be a moment that reminds you that God never forgets. His timing might test your patience, but it always proves your faith. And when He moves, He does more than you could ever imagine. You may have waited longer than most, but the glory that is coming will be worth every moment of that wait. There's a softness returning to your heart. That's the Holy Spirit making room for hope, room for connection, room for the kind of love that restores. This love is not about fixing each other, it's about walking side by side toward God. It's about becoming stronger together. It's about worshiping in the same rhythm, dreaming with the same fire, and healing with the same grace. That kind of bond can only be built by God. And it's the kind of bond that cannot be broken when God is at the center. Heaven is rejoicing already. The angels see what's ahead and they are preparing you for it. With every quiet moment, every stirred prayer, every breath of peace you feel without explanation, you are being readied for something holy. You're being drawn into a moment where the promises you only dared to whisper will begin to take shape before your eyes. You have come through much. You have endured seasons that tested your faith and walked through shadows that tried to silence your hope. But still, you're here, still standing, still believing, still expecting something more. That is the strength heaven has noticed. That is the kind of faith God rewards. And now, the reward is coming near. What's about to happen is not random, it is not coincidence or luck, it is fulfillment. This Saturday is not an ordinary day. It has been written long ago, sealed with the promise of God's love, and wrapped in the authority of His perfect plan. Archangel Michael has gone before you, because this moment is covered, protected, guarded. No attack will prosper, no fear will stop it, no distraction will block it. This blessing has been through too much spiritual warfare to be taken from you now. What is destined is being delivered, not a day too soon and not a moment too late. Do you know why? Everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual. A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe. Proven by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You may still feel unready in your heart, but readiness in God's kingdom is not about feeling qualified, it's about being available. You've been made ready by fire. You've been shaped by waiting. You've been softened through pain and sharpened through prayer. That is why your spirit is calm now in ways it never was before. You're not rushing, you're not begging, you're not chasing. You're waiting with holy confidence, and that is exactly what makes this the right time. If your heart believes God is about to release what was always meant for you, comment 999. This soulmate is not being sent to rescue you, because you've already been rescued by grace. They are not your salvation. They are a gift from the one who already saved you. And when you meet them, it won't be a loud moment, but it will be a clear one. Your spirit will rise to attention. You will feel peace instead of pressure. You will feel lightness instead of anxiety. You will feel stillness instead of confusion. And the one standing before you will not carry the noise of your past. They will carry the stillness of your answered prayer. They have also been prepared. Do not think for a moment that God only worked on your heart. No, he has been shaping theirs as well. They too have prayed, they too have cried, they too have waited. And they are walking into this moment with the same tenderness, the same reverence, and the same hope. The beauty of a God-ordained connection is that it is mutual. You will not have to convince them to love you. They will already feel it in the presence of your spirit. The secret location where this meeting is set to take place may appear ordinary, a place you visit without thinking, a step you take without knowing, but heaven knows. Heaven has already marked the space. What seems small to you has been chosen for a divine encounter. Do not look with only your eyes, watch with your spirit. Be still enough to recognize the presence of God when it settles around you like warmth on a cold morning. That's how you'll know. Not by force, not by signs that scream, but by peace that whispers. You are not walking into this alone. The Lord Himself goes before you. The same hand that kept you from falling apart will now guide you into wholeness. Every time you were overlooked, every time you were misunderstood, every time someone walked away while you were still trying to love, God saw it. And He has not forgotten you. What's coming is not payback. It's not revenge. It's redemption. It's healing in the form of a heart that will love you gently and fiercely all at once. You are being honored by God Himself, not because you were perfect, but because you stayed faithful, even when the waiting hurt, even when your heart broke silently, even when no one else saw your patience. God saw it. And He remembers every silent surrender, every private cry, every broken prayer. He remembers how you chose to trust even when it felt like nothing was happening. And now, heaven is responding with movement. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are right on schedule with what heaven has written. And while others may have arrived sooner, you are arriving exactly when you're supposed to. God never compares your timing with someone else's. He writes each story with individual care, and your chapter of fulfillment is beginning now. Let go of the fear that it will pass you by. Let go of the thought that maybe you're imagining it all. This is real. This is unfolding. This is God. There is nothing left for you to do but remain open. Stay close to His voice. Stay in a posture of gratitude. Stay in prayer. Keep your eyes soft and your heart even softer. What is meant for you is not heavy to carry. It fits with grace. It moves with peace. It arrives with clarity. You've prepared long enough. Now is the time to receive. Not in striving, but in surrender. Not in chasing, but in peace. You are not a mistake. Your story is not off track. This part of your journey was always supposed to arrive now. And the one who is coming has been waiting just like you, holding hope in their heart, praying for the day God would bring you into their life. That day is near. That day is set. And the angels are standing ready. This is not just a turning point in your life. It is a divine unveiling, a moment where God reveals that He was always working, always moving, always arranging things for your good. This isn't just about love. This is about destiny meeting obedience, promise meeting perseverance. It's about God showing His faithfulness in the most personal and intimate way, through love, through connection, through the joy of finding someone who feels like home, not because they complete you, but because they were created to walk beside you. And as Saturday draws near, this stillness is not here to test you, it's here to hold you, it's here to keep your heart soft, it's here to remind you that you don't have to make anything happen. What is meant for you is already moving toward you, guided by the hand of the one who never fails. There is something holy about this timing, something deeply sacred about the way your soul is aligning with the voice of God. You may not be able to explain why you feel more expectant, more awake, more in tune with the unseen, but your spirit knows. Your spirit recognizes the nearness of destiny. Your soul understands what your eyes have not yet seen, because heaven always speaks first in the quiet places of our hearts before anything happens in the visible world. Why is the government hiding this 7-second brain ritual from the public? A leaked CIA document just exposed a brain technique so powerful it's helping people cancel debt and call in wealth within days. Validated by 4 top neuroscience labs, this method is changing everything. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You are not imagining this shift. You are sensing what heaven has already spoken. And in this moment, you are not alone. The same God who has been with you in the silence is now standing beside you in the preparation. He is not distant. He is near. He is not waiting for you to be perfect. He's looking for your trust. You don't have to be strong to receive what's coming. You just have to be surrendered. If your heart is open to receive this holy gift, this divine moment that only God could create, comment 1010. There's no need to rush or overthink. What God is doing cannot be missed when your heart is aligned with Him. The closer you get to the promise, the more peace you will feel. Not because there is no uncertainty, but because there is perfect trust. Trust in a God who has never failed. Trust in a plan that has always included your joy. Trust in the truth that heaven does not forget the faithful. This coming Saturday is not just about you. It is about what God wants to do through you and the one He is sending. Your soulmate is not only an answer to your heart's cry, they are a carrier of purpose. When your lives merge, something new will begin in the spirit. Your prayers will become stronger. Your faith will be multiplied. Your worship will be deeper. You will walk together with fire in your steps and heaven in your eyes. This union has been fiercely protected. Archangel Michael has been assigned because this blessing is too significant to leave exposed. Every setback, every closed door, every delay you faced before was God's way of shielding this sacred connection until the appointed time. You didn't miss anything. You were being protected. You were being prepared. And now, you are being released into a moment that carries eternal weight. This is not just about falling in love. It's about rising in purpose. This is not a fleeting feeling. This is a foundation being laid by the hands of God, a foundation of trust, peace, honor, and vision. When you look at them, you will see more than a person. You will see a future. You will see answered prayers. You will see the goodness of God reflected in their eyes, not because they are perfect, but because they were perfectly chosen for you. You won't need to force it. You won't need to wonder. The flow will be gentle. The moment will be full. The connection will feel like something ancient and yet brand new. You will feel it in your chest, that sense of familiarity wrapped in wonder. That is how you will know. God's presence will be there, quiet but undeniable, not loud but deeply present. And you will feel at home, not in the place, but in the presence of that person. For so long you've carried your faith quietly. You've believed even when it hurt. You've hoped even when your heart broke. You've prayed when no one saw, and stayed faithful when no one applauded. That kind of quiet faith moves heaven. That kind of trust builds bridges to miracles. And now, God is honoring that quiet strength by bringing beauty into your story, not in loud displays, but in gentle, soul-deep ways. There is no need to perform or pretend. The love that's coming is safe, it's steady, it's real, it is from God, and because of that, it will not ask you to shrink to be loved. It will not ask you to hide to be seen. It will not ask you to run to be chased. It will meet you where you are, just as you are, and see the light God placed in you. You'll feel celebrated, not tolerated. You'll feel chosen, not compared. You'll feel peace, not pressure. What's about to unfold is not only for your joy, but also for your healing. This love will heal places that were bruised by the past. It will rewrite stories that ended in sorrow. It will bring closure to questions you once carried in silence. The right person, at the right time, sent by God, will never confuse your spirit. They will calm it. That's how you'll know. Not by fireworks, but by peace. Not by noise, but by presence. This moment has been coming for a long time. The spiritual preparation has already happened. The battles you fought weren't just about survival, they were about positioning. You were never just fighting for yourself. You were clearing the path for what's coming. Every step, every season, every scar has been part of your preparation. And now, you're not walking toward the promise. The promise is walking toward you. There is nothing more you need to do but stay close to God. Keep your heart soft. Keep your spirit open. Don't let fear build walls that love was meant to enter. Don't let past wounds speak louder than present hope. God is doing something new, something holy, something that cannot be shaken, and all He asks is that you let Him lead. So breathe deeply, walk gently, hold hope tightly. You are not waiting alone. Heaven is with you. The angels are surrounding you. The Spirit is preparing you, and the love you've been praying for is already on its way. This Saturday is not just a date, it is a door. A door into a new beginning, into divine companionship, into joy that runs deeper than emotion and peace that cannot be shaken. To center your spirit, to place you in a posture of stillness, so that when the promise finally appears, you recognize it not with your eyes alone, but with your soul. That is what God is doing right now. He is quieting the noise around you so you can hear His whisper more clearly. Because when the moment comes, it won't be loud, it will be holy. Can 7 seconds really change your bank account overnight? A CIA-funded study just leaked, revealing a brain ritual that's flipping lives from broke to blessed. 4 neuroscience labs confirm it activates powerful wealth attraction brainwaves. People are now stepping into dream homes and luxury lifestyles. But this breakthrough won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. Your soulmate is not simply a blessing to make you feel loved. They are a part of your spiritual journey. They are carrying a piece of your calling. They have walked their own path of pain and surrender. They have also been shaped, humbled, and refined. Their life, like yours, has been led by unseen hands. And now, those hands are guiding both of you to the exact moment where 2 stories, 2 hearts, 2 callings will collide, not in chaos, but in quiet power. Everything you've endured was not just about endurance, it was about alignment. God never wastes a moment, and He never sends His children into promise unprepared. That's why you had to learn to trust Him in the dark. That's why you had to walk through seasons of hiddenness. That's why love didn't show up when you begged for it, because God was protecting what was sacred. He knew that love before its time would only wound you, so He waited. He waited until you were strong enough to carry it and soft enough to receive it. If your heart is ready for a love that is protected, prepared, and perfectly timed, comment 1515. There's something incredible about the way God restores. He doesn't just return what was lost. He brings back something better, something deeper, something that carries His fingerprint in every detail. This Saturday is not about chance, it is about restoration. The secret location is more than just a physical place. It is the moment your healing meets your promise. It is the divine appointment you didn't see coming, but heaven has been preparing all along. You may walk into that space thinking it's just another ordinary day, but in the spirit it is marked. Angels will be present. Peace will go before you. You won't need to understand every detail. You'll simply need to follow the peace. That inner calm that settles into your chest, the one that can't be explained or manufactured, that's your sign. That's how God leads through peace that surpasses understanding. Your soulmate will not arrive as someone who fixes everything. They will arrive as someone who carries presence, who listens deeply, who doesn't rush the process. They will not come with pressure. They will come with kindness. You will not feel anxious around them. You will feel free. You won't have to hide parts of yourself. In fact, the parts of you that you once tried to protect will finally feel safe to be seen. This is the kind of love that reflects the nature of Christ. Patient, kind, not boastful, not proud. It protects. It trusts. It hopes. It perseveres. That is what you've been praying for, and that is exactly what is being released. Not the kind of love the world imitates, but the kind of love the Spirit produces. You've waited long enough, and now you are walking into the harvest of every seed you sowed in tears. You don't have to prepare your appearance to be noticed. You don't have to chase a moment. What God is doing does not require your performance. It only requires your presence. Just be there. Be still. Be expectant. Be surrendered. God is not asking you to figure it out. He's asking you to trust that what's written will always find its way to you. No force on earth, no scheme of hell, no wound from the past can stop what God has already decided in His mercy to give. There is nothing ordinary about this Saturday. In heaven's eyes, this day has been sealed with promise. There is a divine orchestration unfolding. Every detail is being directed by God's hand. Every step is leading you closer to the moment where your heart will breathe a new kind of peace and your soul will recognize someone it was always meant to walk beside. You are not walking into love alone. You are walking into it with the covering of heaven, the presence of angels, and the breath of God in every moment. Your story is about to change, quietly, gently, eternally. And when it does, you won't feel overwhelmed. You'll feel understood. You'll feel known. You'll feel seen in a way you never have before. Not because someone says the right things, but because their spirit speaks what words never could. You'll feel it in the way they look at you with grace. You'll feel it in the way they don't need you to explain your pain to offer you comfort. That is what happens when God writes the story. He brings someone who was designed to love you in ways that go beyond the natural. You have not missed your season. You are not too late. You are right where you're supposed to be. Every moment of waiting has led you to this threshold. And now, as you step forward in faith, let God carry the weight. You were never meant to force the promise. You were meant to receive it, to rest in it. To trust that what God begins, He also finishes with excellence, with power, and with beauty. There will be a moment, perhaps subtle, perhaps soft, but powerful, where your heart will know. It may not come with thunder. It may not come with a sign, but it will come with certainty. It will come with peace. And in that moment, you will see the faithfulness of God, not just in a sermon or in scripture, but in someone standing in front of you, sent by heaven, carrying the answer to a prayer you whispered in your loneliest hour. Let this word sink in and settle you. God has not just promised you love, He's promised you divine companionship, a love that reflects His goodness. A person who sees your light, respects your boundaries, honors your journey, and joins your calling. This is not about romance. This is about reverence. This is about seeing God's hand in the most intimate part of your life and trusting that He does all things well, even this. Could this 7-second CIA brainwave trick be your fastest ticket to luxury? Recently leaked research shows a simple brain ritual that's allowing people to attract wealth effortlessly. Proven by 4 neuroscience labs, this technique is transforming debt into abundance instantly. Homes, cars, and vacations are just the beginning. If you're seeing this now, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. It won't need a spotlight. It won't require fanfare. It will unfold with grace. It will carry the peace of God in every second. And when it arrives, you will know not with your mind, but with the stillness that settles deep within your soul. That stillness is confirmation. That stillness is presence. That stillness is God. You didn't stumble here by accident. You are not hearing these words without purpose. There is an anointing resting on this exact moment, and your spirit feels it. You've sensed something shifting around you. Not everything makes sense yet, but something in your heart knows a door is about to open. That door is love. That door is clarity. That door is partnership, born not from desperation but from divine design. This love is not rushing toward you to fill a void. It is arriving because you are already full of what matters: faith, surrender, endurance, hope. That is what prepared you. That is why you're ready. You've been shaped by time, by silence, by the hand of God. You've been kept, even when you didn't understand why others were moving forward, and you remained still. But now the stillness is turning into movement. The waiting is becoming walking, and heaven is ushering you into something sacred. Comment 1717. If your heart is ready to walk into God's perfect timing for love, you've carried this hope quietly for so long. And now, God is about to reward that quiet hope with a love that speaks loudly through peace. A love that doesn't need to prove itself. A love that doesn't demand your perfection, but sees your heart and calls it beautiful. You won't need to pretend. You won't need to hide your past. They will not see you as something to fix. They will see you as someone to honor. This is how God loves, and this is how the one He's sending will love you too. This is not about emotional highs or shallow attraction. This is about sacred alignment. God is pairing purpose with purpose, light with light, faith with faith. The moment you meet, your soul will feel a holy quiet. You'll feel recognized, not for what you've done, but for who you are. You'll feel embraced, not just by a person, but by the divine orchestration of the one who brought you together. The pain of your past will not follow you into this promise. It may still be a part of your story, but it will no longer shape your future. That's what redemption does. It doesn't erase what happened. It transforms it. It makes beauty from ashes. It makes joy out of mourning. It takes what broke you and turns it into something that blesses you. You won't forget what you went through, but you will finally understand why you had to go through it. Every lonely night, every prayer that ended in silence, every moment you almost gave up but chose to believe anyway, it all led you here. You weren't waiting in vain. You were being molded into someone who could carry what's coming. And now that you're ready, God is saying, now is the time, not because you've earned it, but because He is good, because He loves you, because He finishes what He starts. This love is going to feel like peace, like breath, like still waters after a storm. You'll laugh again, not the kind of laughter that hides pain, but the kind that flows from freedom. You'll rest again, not just in your body, but in your soul. There will be no striving. There will be no fear. There will be no wondering where you stand. It will be clear. It will be mutual. It will be spirit-led. Archangel Michael has not been sent to announce something trivial. His presence marks a divine assignment. That's why you've been feeling an increase in spiritual awareness. That's why your dreams have shifted. That's why your heart feels like it's reaching towards something, even if you can't fully name it. You're not imagining this. You're sensing the nearness of the promise. The warfare you faced wasn't because you were weak, it was because you were close. Close to joy, close to purpose, close to breakthrough. The enemy always fights hardest when heaven is about to release something beautiful. But he failed. You're still here, still believing, still walking. And now the enemy has nothing left to do but watch as God prepares a table for you in the presence of every doubt, every disappointment, every delay. This Saturday, be present. That's all God is asking. You don't need to go looking for signs. You don't need to pressure yourself into being perfect. Just be still, be aware, be soft. The Holy Spirit will lead you. The peace of God will guide you. And the connection will feel like home. You'll know not by what they say, but by what you feel in their presence. Peace, familiarity, trust, a sense of rightness you can't explain. You won't have to fight to be seen. You won't have to beg to be chosen. They will see you, and they will choose you with confidence, not confusion. Because when it's God ordained, both hearts recognize the assignment. The one who is coming carries a similar fire. They've been praying, waiting, healing. They've surrendered their will for God's. They've been kept by grace and prepared by time. They are not perfect, but they are full of God. They will love you with gentleness and strength.